Before you trash your old laptop, please check out first this video.
Too much garbage in your face? There's plenty of space out in space. B&L Starliners leaving each day. We'll clean up the mess while you're away.
How many times have you tried to find a specific object in your storage or basement cellar and you ended up finding instead something totally else? Usually an object forgotten under the heavy grey dust, dressed with spider silky cobwebs. It may be a box stuck with LP records, a mechanical typewriter, or maybe an old abandoned laptop. Yes, a good oldie laptop, which once upon a time enjoyed the constant company of your eyes and fingers, nowadays unused, its existence without any meaning anymore. Think about it. Being created for a specific purpose, fulfilling restless its destiny and eventually at some point of its lifespan deserted by its owners, not because of malfunction or broken circuit, but because it's been just replaced with a newer machine with more functions and better capabilities. For some reason, it's been decided that the old good laptop, it doesn't cut it anymore. It's getting slower, it's getting noisier, it has nicks and scratches, the paint is worn off, its hard disk drive gets lazy, and the old Windows version is bloated and full of malware. As a last resolution, the old hard disk drive is being wiped clean and installed with a new copy of Windows 10, making more obvious the performance differences in comparison with the newer, shiny replacement. Does this justify to store the old hardware inside the coal cellar or recycle it? Or is there a way to bring it back and make it useful again? Is this a sad story or a journey of redemption? This is a long in the case office laptop, the Asus X50RL, with a dual-core T2390 Pentium 1.86 GHz frequency, 3GB DDR2 RAM, 667 MHz, that is the max supported memory for this machine, a 2.5-inch 160GB hard disk drive of 5400 RPM, a DVD player, Wi-Fi, a 15-inch monitor, and pre-installed the Windows Vista. For the sake of the script, let's call this machine Jon Snow. Jon Snow will be my test subject. The main theme of this operation is the resurrection of Jon Snow with a cheap, but at the same time, easy solution. Is it possible to make this machine faster by simply replacing the hard disk drive with the SSD drive, and if it is possible, how much faster? First thing first, I formatted Jon Snow's hard disk drive, installed Windows 10, as well as all the necessary drivers and updates. After that, I measured the boot time in Windows, the time it takes to open the internet browser, and how fast it can load YouTube's main page and load a video, as well as if it is able to play the video without lagging. Now that I have the initial results that I will reveal in a few moments, I will replace the hard disk drive with the 120GB SSD drive that costs $20. The process is very easy. The only tool you need to fulfill the mission is a Phillips tip screwdriver, a blank USB flash drive with at least 8 GB of space, and of course, your laptop's hardware manual. I'm not going to showcase how to prepare the USB driver to install Windows in this video. If you want to know more about that, check the link I give on the upper right corner of this video. Just a general advice, if your laptop is being bought before 2005, or if it uses a single-core processor, you will need most probably the 32-bit version of Windows 10 and not the more recent 64-bit version. Refer to your laptop's manual to find out the correct architecture for your operating system. Before we begin with the hardware installation, make sure that the laptop is powered off, disconnect it from the electrical outlet, and remove the battery if it is attached upon it. Next step, find the hard disk drive compartment. Remove the screws to unlock the plastic cover. Disconnect the drive from the SATA ports. Remove the screws that keep the hard disk drive upon the metal 2.5-inch bay. And install upon it the SSD drive. Connect the SSD drive on the SATA ports. Close the plastic cover and secure it back with its screws. After that, usually you don't need to do any changes on the BIOS. Connect the laptop to the power outlet, power it on. The installation process will begin, and after 15 to 20 minutes your system is ready. Don't forget to set up all the necessary drivers and install the latest YouTube updates. Now it's time to showcase side by side the test results comparing the before and after SSD drive installation. Enjoy the race and see you at the finish line for the final conclusions. Well, reaching the final conclusions and as expected, replacing your old hard disk drive with an SSD drive will make your laptop to boot faster into Windows and overall to load your applications and games quicker. On the other hand, don't expect to speed up your overall performance. Either this is the CPU processing power or the GPU capability of rendering videos, images and animations. Thus, installing an SSD drive, it will not solve the frame skips and the lagging while watching YouTube videos. In our case, anything above 480p resolution is a laggy mess. Unfortunately, YouTube has been developed into a heavy platform with random messages and notifications popping up around, live preview thumbnails and many other elements that promote appearance over performance, resulting in a frustrating and annoying experience for the owners of aged computer equipment. Nevertheless, speeding up this 12 years old laptop to be capable for all the everyday tasks like browsing, watching films, or reading emails on Windows 10 isn't a small achievement, and will be a shame to toss in trash your abandoned laptop when, with $20 and 30 minutes maximum from your spare time, it can be useful again. Thank you very much for watching, and I would appreciate if you support me with your subscription. It will be great to know if this video was handy to you. If you have any questions considering the above project, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to be notified first whenever I upload a new YouTube video, all you have to do is to just click on the bell icon. Until we meet again, the dude abides.